Good morning, Darren Alff here from BicycleTrainPro.com. I am somewhere in Norway right now. It's about 10:30 in the morning. I just woke up. It was nice to kind of sleep in today because I've been on the road for the last 2.5 months and I've been going like non-stop, waking up pretty early or earlier than I would like to every single day. So it was nice to kind of sleep in just a little bit. I could sleep here all day, to be honest. But I can't because I have to keep going. I'm going to pack up in just a moment. It is 15 kilometers to the next town called Rognan, Norway. So I'm going to pack up, cycle there, get some food and water in that town, and then continue cycling up the road for another 75 kilometers to the Norway-Sweden border. The goal today is to get to Sweden. So I'm finally leaving camp. It's 11:15 a.m. Yesterday I cycled 77.2 kilometers. Maximum speed 45 kilometers. Average speed 19.4. It took me almost 4 hours to go that far. I'm not going to reset the odometer because I want to measure how far it actually is from Bodo to Umea, Sweden. So I'm going to leave the odometer going that whole time. Google says it's 590 kilometers. I'm going to say it's more because when you go to find a campsite or go to find a supermarket, that adds a bunch of kilometers on there. So I want to prove that the route I am taking is actually longer than what Google says. It says dark tunnel. That's not good. So just before the tunnel there was a road that turned to the right. It's kind of, as you can see, it's not been open in a long time. But I'm hoping that it goes around the tunnel. I don't want to go through that. The thing is pitch black. And I don't have a front light. My front light, the battery is dead. And I have no way to charge it because I'm out here in the middle of nowhere. So hopefully this goes around and I don't have to go through the tunnel. So it's stocked up on food, bread, bananas, cheese, a bunch of other stuff is in there. Potato chips, or tortilla chips, more bananas, water, filled up my water. So I just stocked up on food and water. I've got enough food on my bike now to last 2 days or more. Water, I really only have enough for the next couple hours probably, but hopefully I'll find some water along the way. So I just hit the first 100 kilometers. It's 600 kilometers to Umea, so I'm 1/6 of the way there. Only 500 kilometers left. This road is amazing. There's a big waterfall up there to the left. Don't think you can see it on the camera. Just taking a quick break here on the side of the road. My ears just popped, so I think I went over a pass. The first pass, maybe, hopefully the only pass. There's about 25 more kilometers until the Norway-Sweden border, so not far at all. I'm making really good progress. This hill that I've been climbing is so gradual, it didn't even feel like a hill, so that was great. Somebody told me that there was a big hill coming out of Norway. I don't know what they're talking about. At least not yet. The sun is out. It's a beautiful day. Pulling into the National Park Center here. Alright, I'm leaving the National Park Center now. I used the bathroom. I filled up my water bottles, I washed my face, and it's so nice just to have a toilet and a sink. Like, until
until you're out here for a while, you don't realize just how nice those few basic things are. Here's the sign for the 77, which is where I'm going to turn to the left. It says it's open, which is good because I'd be in big trouble if it wasn't open. Oh gosh. 10% uphill grade right here. See the sign? I'm going up that way. So, going up the steep hill now. I'm already in my lowest gear. The sign back there said this hill is about 5 kilometers long. So my plan is just to go slow, no rush, take my time, and enjoy the scenery. Okay, whoever told me there was a big hill right before the Swedish border, you were right. It wasn't as long as you made it out to be. I mean, I was thinking the hill was 70 kilometers long, 60 kilometers. It's only like 6 kilometers or 5 or something. So that's not very bad, but it's steep for sure, but beautiful. So I'm just a few kilometers now from the Norway-Sweden border. I just wanted you to take in the scenery behind me a little bit. It is very, very nice. A few cars out here, forests. There are signs saying to watch for moose, and I would really love to see a moose. So I'm watching and I'm listening. Sun is out. Sweden is just around the corner. I want to see a moose and then find a good place to camp. I'm still gonna try to go about maybe like another 40 kilometers today, and then I'll call it. But it's still early, so I was like just starting to cycle around this time yesterday, and now I've already gone close to 75 kilometers, so I'm making good time. Here's the border of Norway and Sweden, and Norway is about to be left behind. Here is the Sweden border. So here I am at the Norway-Sweden border. That sign says Sweden, actually. It's took me 156 kilometers of cycling to get here from Bodo, Norway. It wasn't too bad, to be honest. I am starting to get a little tired, however. My plan is to go another 25 kilometers or so and then find a place to camp. So, Sweden, here I come. Actually, it's just like 3 feet away, so yeah, here I come. There's a moose in the road right up ahead of me. Check that out. Oop, there he goes. The car scared it away. Did you see that? That was a moose. I was just standing here, taking a break, eating cookies, and this moose just walked out right in front of me. That thing was huge. He's like right there in the bushes. I can still hear him back there. There's so many flies swarming around. This is terrible. I gotta get going. I've gone 100 or over 100 kilometers now for the day, 177 total since Bodo. I'm gonna try to go another 25 or so today before I make camp. God, these bugs. Today was a long day. I have now cycled 203 kilometers from Bodo, Norway, where I started yesterday at like 3 p.m. Average speed 19 kilometers per hour, which is faster than I normally cycle. I'm normally like around 16 kilometers per hour, so making good time. I've been on the road, I think, for about 10 hours and 40 minutes total. So 10 hours, 40 minutes, and I got 200 kilometers. Like I said before, it's 600 kilometers from Bodo, Norway to Umea, Sweden. So I've done 200, I'm 1/3 of the way there, which is great. I'm ahead of schedule, and I like to be ahead of schedule rather than behind schedule. It just makes me feel less stressed. But today was, I cycled 130 something, about almost 130 kilometers, I think. So that's like 80, pushing 90 miles. It felt longer than that, to be honest, and I'm really tired right now. I got to be really careful with my batteries because all my batteries are dying, and I'm not going to have anywhere to charge them for the next 4 days. So I'm going to keep this short. I'm just going to eat some dinner now. I have this big baguette. I'm going to eat this entire thing, make a veggie sandwich, and eat this whole thing, and then listen to a podcast and go to bed. I am pooped, but I'm so happy to be in Sweden. It was a good day, and I can't believe I saw that moose. Like I was saying, I want to see a moose, I want to see a moose, and then boom, I was just standing there. I had pulled over. I was putting my GoPro back in my bag, and I heard just a noise up in the bushes up ahead, and I saw the moose stick its head out and like look around, and I was like, holy shit, grab my camera. And by the time I got the camera out, boom, there's the footage that, that I showed you already, of that moose coming out of the bushes, and that freaking car came and scared it away. Yeah, that was really the highlight of the day. So I'm in Sweden. I saw a moose. I saw a ferret link sort of mink thingy also today. Saw some fish and birds, and yeah, it was a good, long, exhausting day.